Yo, I'm Mnemonic, and there's a lot of exciting things happening. As we've learned in this video, life is unexpected at times, and the best stories are full of surprises. If you turn beat making and even music making into this calculated process that doesn't allow any room for you and the unique idiosyncratic things that you do and the weird things that happen in life, like huge rolls of orange paper falling on your head, you lose something, you know? You lose that surprise, that dynamic madness that life is. There's a lot of exciting things happening. Oh my God. I just got impaled in the head. I don't even know what to say. I did not plan that. I swear to, why would I plan that? That thing just struck me in the piece, right in the dome piece, and I think it broke. Kind of flustered at the moment. I just had a flippin' huge pole of paper fall on my head. Cool. That looks great. The point of this video is to talk about telling stories in your music, not just making beats, but making music. And not just making music, but telling a story. I'm also giving this away. So stay tuned. Wow. That's a story for you. I haven't cleaned my studio in a really long time. I've just been making music, and that's really obviously the point. This is a Native Instruments Machine Micro MK3, but it's been customized with orange stickers by Pavel X Powers on Instagram, and I'm doing a contest. A while ago, I started a Patreon account, and no one has signed up. But I put stems, all the stems, like the track outs for my last EP, my debut EP as Mnemonic, and that's what the contest is gonna be revolved around. Bottom line, I'm gonna choose a winner for this based off of how I feel you've retranslated the story that I'm telling. Each of those songs tells a story, and I'm really curious how that story was reflected in your mind. You gotta love the orange though, you know what I'm saying? This is cool. Some of you may be wondering why I'm giving a brand new Native Instruments Machine Micro MK3 away. I have this, it's a MIDI controller. I like how simple this is. So I just flat out don't need it, and I would much rather give it to somebody that is gonna use it. So that's why I'm giving it away, because I'm blessed and I want you to be blessed. You know what I mean? I don't need to have all of it. I want you to get some. So check the links in the description and get to telling your story or retelling my story through your story. Let's talk about stories. The story started with this guitar, and I played it into a microphone and I recorded all different kinds of loops and stuff. Each one started with a feeling, and that feeling is what triggers that flow state. Each sound has a story in it because that's what resonated with me when I was playing my guitar, and it connected with me. So that story began and it was saved. That was like part one. The next part was taking those loops and making beats. Are we making beats or are we making music? God, I am all over the place. Okay, here we go. Well, yeah, it is definitely bent. I think I'll be able to bend it back. Fortunately, I don't need to bend back my skull. Do I have an egg? Yo, yeah, it's just a little red. There's a lot of exciting things happening here in this. Oh my goodness. You see this big purple thing on my screen? That's the first loop. Check it out. What? Now at this point, the story is already beginning to speak to me. I'm not thinking in technical terms. What is this guy rambling about? Why is he not telling me 3 steps to make super awesome beats? I don't make beats that way. I don't make music that way. I feel it. It's all feeling. This is the message of my artistry. There's an overemphasis on technicalities, and there's an underemphasis on feelings and the stories that we're telling. What I'm trying to say is, this guitar sound is telling me something, and now I get to have a conversation. And that's when it is bigger than just making a beat. There's an experience happening. You're discovering, and there's reciprocation and dialogue with the music. It starts to get pretty trippy, and that's a great place to go. Anyway, I felt the bass line coming on. Oh, and I used this. Hold on. This lovely precision bass. Okay, take your bass line and then make a copy of it and then pitch it up an octave and throw a bunch of weird effects on that copy. Like some more distortion, make it crazy. This one, it sounds like all da 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 da. So instead of it just being this, which is still cool, you get this. Yeah, that's good. Jumping into the drums, because they were a whole lot of fun, and I started just rocking, you know? At this point, it's like it needed something to hit me in the chest. And I heard claps, you know? There's just layers and layers of things. You gotta allow things to get a little crazy, because there's a chaos that is baked into life. Out of chaos comes design. And I believe there's a truth within you that when you tell that story authentically, truthfully, you open up something. You open up possibilities for great things to happen. And if mistakes happen, you can always bend things back into place, which I'm hoping to do with this thing. The fun thing was I grabbed a whole bunch of hi-hat sounds and just chopped them up all randomly. Two, three, ho! You know what I mean? You know what I mean? We're somewhere. We're there. You know, you're in a location now. You've been transported to a new vibe. Instantly. Like if someone put this on, you'd be like, okay, this is funky. It's got a good feel to it. There's syncopation happening with the claps and the drums. The bass is doing this, you know, accenting that downbeat. And then the guitar is all spacious. So now that we're in this place, what needs to be said about this place? There must be some more melodic content. Melody really helps tell stories. Strings. Dude, okay, sweet. You can make beats. Anybody can make beats these days, especially with all the technology that we have. People have chord packs. You don't even need to know music theory. People got samples and kits and packs and plugins that just make it really easy. So what's the point of just making a beat if it's not moving you? What's the point of making music if you're not telling a story that's true to you, something that resonates with who you are? For me, in my studio, we will speak the truth. We will say something that is effectively piercing through my interdimensional being and coming out the other side with a funky ass groove. I should have just played the beat now. Okay, sorry. funky ass groove. If you want some more musical fun, maybe not as surprising as this video, check these out. Subscribe if you haven't already. You made it this far. I think I need to get my pliers. I love you. Peace out. Oh my God.